Okay, The Huntsman Winter's War was initially designed to be a sequel to Snow White and the Huntsman, but Kristen Stewart and the director had little and then you kicked off the project. So they were kind of stuck with what to do with the potential trilogy of films. So we get The Huntsman Winter's War, which focuses entirely on the Huntsman, the Chris Hemsworth character. And this is a prequel and a sequel. Prequel, and they show what happened between Ravina and Freya. Yes, Ravina, essentially, who looks at her reflection, and Freya, who becomes an ice queen. So it's them, here's what happened. Here's where Ravina got all of her kingdoms. Here's the birth of Freya and her powers, who then decides to kind of essentially raise an army, which is where she gets the Huntsman. That's what she calls her most elite. Think of kind of like her Navy SEALs, just from an ice area. And then they have a little bit of a moment where you find out that Chris Hemsworth character and Eric and Jessica Chastain's character, of course, the two characters that you know, of course they fall in love. Yeah. Things go south. Huntsman leaves. They then jump forward 7 years. That 7 years is the Snow White film. We are now in a sequel. So, the magic mirror has gone missing. They recruit the Huntsman to get it back. The Huntsman and 2 of the dwarfs. The nice thing is, Emily Blunt, who plays Freya, and Charlize Theron, Ravenica, have phenomenal chemistry. This is probably one of Charlize Theron's best performances. You can tell that she's evil, but she is just dripping evil in this film. From her mannerisms to the way she looks, to the way that she moves, this is like the epitome of an evil character. And she's in it for a little bit and being a little bit towards the end. If you've seen the trailer, you know that she shows back up. So it's dealing with her, it's dealing with the fallout of what happened if Frozen were to make a left-hand turn. And instead of reconciling between the two sisters, they became bitter enemies. With the Huntsman works really well. Hemsworth and Chastain have really good chemistry. You actually buy into it, which is good. The dwarves, kind of cliche-ic, but they're enjoyable. They actually get the right amount of an ensemble cast that your primary characters all work well. Secondary characters are kind of bad, but your primary characters, they work. They work well together in screen. Their emotions feel real when it comes to each other. Their dialogue is, for the most part, snappy. Other tertiary characters are kind of like, you're just kind of there. The plot is pretty much, all right. Here's what happened, which led to Snow White. Snow White happened. Okay. We got to get to the mirror here. We got to get the mirror to a safe place. They do battle with a character that they name that looks nothing like what they name. It's a very unique interpretation of a pretty standard D&D sort of enemy that is done incredibly well. I was like, oh, okay, I know what that is. That's an odd description. Oh. Okay. That's one crazy looking. I'm like, alright. It works well. Chris Hemsworth, when he gets the moments, he kind of does the pseudo cockiness, like, I did this, I did it, that was me. Totally me. I'm pretty awesome. So he throws in just enough moments where it's like, hey, it's Thor. To make it work. But then again, I dig him as an actor. I think he's actually pretty good. Jessica Chastain, again, does a really good job. She's a very solid actress. Emily Blunt, oh, such a great actress. Charlize Theron, again, phenomenal actress. You've got, actually, when it comes to the amount of characters, you really have three, you probably say, yeah, four male characters that get any sort of spotlight. Then you've got 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 5 female characters who really get a lot more dialogue and feel a lot more, and they're actually more important to the story overall. So I actually really enjoyed this film. Is this one of those amazing, sweeping epics? No. Is the Liam Neeson narration a bit kind of heavy-handed? Yeah. But it works with the fairy tale style setting.